Right, we are here at the Living Legends, been able to catch up with Mr. Bernard Saundry and Matt Isaacs, and also Pat Driscoll, catching up with Mr. Andrew Clarke. What is your official title here?
I guess I'm the CEO and the vet director, really, but here at Living Legends. But as I said to someone before, you know, I'm a worn-out old vet with worn-out old horses and great young people, so very, very lucky.
Starters, this is a beautiful complex. I think that part in itself, don't worry about the horses that you can come and see and everything along those lines, just to get out, have a beautiful scone. To get out here though and enjoy a day in a beautiful area, 15, 20 minutes out of Melbourne, that's got to tick a lot of boxes for a lot of people, especially for families.
Oh, it is. It's very much a family destination. It's a wonderful park, great homestead, beautiful gardens. I should say separate from the horses. It's a heritage building, very, very special. So we get a lot of families that come here, local families. They can go for a walk in the park, take the kids for a run up the hill. The kids are going to sleep at the end of the day, you know, they're going to spend energy. They can see the minis. We've got some orphan sheep, they were potty sheep, they were orphan lambs, the chooks and the horses. So there's something for everyone, plus the kangaroos.
We will leave those ones with the horses though here, they do take pride of place. That's exactly what it is, Living Legends, where the horses are here. And today we've inducted Just Believe. He was probably inducted, I think, back in February officially, but he arrived during the week, and today's the official unveil of him here. Are you excited to get him here?
Oh, look, very, very excited. I think, wonderful horse. He's just, what he's achieved, he's very special. And, and he took on the world for us too. Nothing like having a horse that flies the flag for us. So, special horse in so many ways. Great to have the harness horses here too. We say this is a racing field of dreams. There's been really good horses on this property since the 1840s. You can't buy history. Yeah. So these good horses, so that's a part of it. We're celebrating the champions of the present, the champions of the past. But, we're looking to the future as well. We have school students do work placement with us, university students, young vet students, and their dreams, they're looking to the future, learning about horses and handling horses. And so there's sort of lots of different levels to our place, really.
Which is exciting.
Oh, it's wonderful. And for me personally, I started my journey with horses. It was with trotters, with the harness horses. I jogged horses around the town in Nathalia where I grew up with the Hutchins boys. And that's where I sort of got my interest and passion for horses. So from there to vet school, I worked in England, worked in Canada, and now with the Legends here. So all very special. And, you get that. So the harness horses for me, it's obviously close to my heart, but for the harness horses and what the likes of Just Believe has done, it's just very, very special.
I'm a big believer. I promote predominantly harness racing, but I promote horses and racing. I think we should be embracing racing, and that's what it is here. And some of the thoroughbred blokes might say, we don't need they don't need the standardbreds here. Some of the standardbred guys have say we need more here. We need these commingling. We need it the way that it is. We need to get more people here to fall in love with the horses. Then if they go to the races, it's a bonus. And when I say races, I don't care if it's Flemington or Charlton or wherever it is. I think that's one thing we need to be able to do to survive, I think.
Yeah, it's really, really important. And, there is a lot of crossover too, really. There's plenty of people, that Fred Kersley, he started in the harness and to the thoroughbred. So there is that crossover. But I think you're absolutely correct there that racing is racing and horses are horses. And I think the big thing today for a lot of people, especially in the city, they don't get that opportunity to connect with horses, to get up close and pat a horse. And, when people evolve, we evolve with horses. So if you had a good horse, you could care for your family, you could look after the farm, the horse was your tractor. Yeah, you could have a racehorse and have a lot of fun. Horses, we went to war with horses, so you could protect your family. So there's almost that, I think there's that instinctive, that deep link with horses that we have. And for young people, for kids to be able to come and pat and connect with a horse, it's a very simple thing to pat a horse, but it's a wonderful pleasure. And that's what we're about. 364 days a year, people can come here, pat and get up close, meet and mingle with a horse. The one day we're closed, Christmas Day, the horses get extra carrots. But, for the rest of the year, come and connect with a horse.
What does life look like now for Harry and he's in paddock with Sundance Courage? Are they just in the paddock together? Are there parades? Is there school excursions? What is entailed for a horse like him when they do come here to retire?
Yeah, well, the first thing is we've got a routine, and it's really interesting with the old geldings here. It's, Brecky's at 8 o'clock. Brekky's a little bit late. They're almost looking at their watch. Hey, what's going on here?
A little bit like old vets and
yeah,
that.
exactly. Yeah, we like our routine, us old blokes, us old geldings. And then if 11 o'clock and 2 o'clock, there's public tours. So they're into that routine and they know when the public comes, there's going to be carrots. Last feed of the day, 4 o'clock. And then the gates are shut, and then they're paddock horses. They'll go and have a roll in the mud, or if you like a patchy cat, a little bit of rain, and he doesn't like getting wet, he's into the shelters. But then others, so they enjoy that sort of paddock life. We go out to functions and events. We've got a beautiful park. We're part of the 1,500 acre park with beautiful bridleways. So there's the opportunity for some of the horses to be ridden. Got a jog cart up there, so these two boys might get a chance to go and jog a horse. So there's plenty of activity. And I think the other part for these horses, they're retired, but through their lives really, from yearling, from the prep to their racing, they've had connection with people. Yep. So there is that opportunity to maintain that connection. I know when we had, when there was equine influenza here, knocked the seat. When equine influenza was happening, there was a point where people could come in and they could look at the horses from a distance, but they couldn't go down with the horses. And it was almost like the horses are looking over, waiting for people to come because they've had that connection. So, it's not as though they're just put into the back paddock somewhere. These horses, there is that connection. Yeah. But at the end of the day, when we close the gates, they're paddock horses. They can have, they can love life.
It's nearly be the ultimate job for a retired vet, wouldn't it? Looking after retired old boys at the same time, must be good.
Oh, look, I love it. It's a very special job. I guess, the only challenge I've got really is my GP's treating me for some of the same things I'm responsible to treat the old horses for, And at the end of the day, biology is biology. But look, it is wonderful. We've got the history and heritage here to be able to work with the horses, but the young people, the opportunities, that I had a little bit of mentoring and help when I was young, and I got into vet science, and we've got a lot of young kids that are wanting to get into vet science, and we can sort of help them build their little CV, get a bit of work here with the horses and say, well, build your CV, maybe do a little bit of work with the Lost Dogs Home and those sort of things. And I see those kids that have gone off to get into vet science, it's just so special. So, yeah, I'm very, very lucky.
Andrew, from behalf of the harness racing industry, thank you for taking this bloke, but also very thank you for looking after him, promoting him, putting him where he rightly belongs in with the legends. So I really do appreciate it. And I think so many people in the industry do as well. So congratulations.
Yeah, he's an absolute legend. But look, I've got to thank the harness racing industry, Pat Driscoll, Yabby Dam Farms, HRV, for their support to make this happen, because without this support, it wouldn't have happened. So it's just a very, very special day.
Thank you very much.
Cheers, mate.